legacy media functions primarily to convey to you the message of the powerful. And when they find themselves in a position of obvious contradiction and hypocrisy, whether that's with Joe Biden changing his perspective on border security, Joe Biden changing his perspective on war, the legacy media obfuscate that fact rather than highlighting that fact. That is why the categories of misinformation, malinformation, and disinformation have had to be created, because of the miracle of this type of streaming technology. Because of your awakening, it's impossible to tell a lie on Monday and not have it exposed on Tuesday. You have the ridiculous spectacle of a sitting president simultaneously criminalizing and plagiarizing a political opponent. You can't say that Donald Trump's the worst person in the world and then steal his ideas. It doesn't make sense unless the whole system is crooked. And on that note, here's Hillary Clinton speaking at a DC award ceremony. What do they keep how are they continually awarding this human for droning that wedding and for supporting a weird Pied Piper strategy where you supported political opponents with campaign funds in order to make the Republican Party look worse? What is it that Hillary Clinton is being awarded for? And I want you to watch this carefully in this clip. Remember that the trial and now conviction of Donald Trump is meant to be simply a judicial matter. The exposure of criminal wrongdoing, a felony, the misappropriation of campaign funds, the paying of hush money. Well, look at Hillary Clinton's evident joy and delight and tell me that it doesn't seem, at least while watching her as a human being, that she is excited to have scored a victory. This took place the day that the conviction was announced. Look how excited she is. Anything happening today, baby? As if she's kind of, I don't know. You're not Lenny Bruce, Hillary.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Anything going on today?
Anything going on, baby? Yeah, anyone being convicted of felonies when the law was changed to create those felonies a couple of years ago by us, through amalgamating a set of different crimes that are plainly not as bad as your husband's payoff of, was it Paula Jones, or your husband's sex with an intern in the Oval Office. The level of hypocrisy is extraordinary. That's why we're confronted with peculiar decisions. How can it have been so dreadful and awful that Trump imposed that travel ban on Muslim nations while in office if a comparable piece of legislation is being evoked or executive order is being evoked now when it comes to border security? Donald Trump, if he is evil, as they claim, then you can't steal his policies. It's one or the other. Tough crowd, Hillary. Tough crowd that you've gone out in front of there. Smash that glass ceiling. Smash it. Here's Donald Trump talking on, I think, Fox News about the criminalization of Hillary Clinton and the potential of the commander-in-chief to use the judiciary and legal system as a weapon against political opponents. Of course, the portmanteau that has emerged is lawfare. And who among us now believes that the conviction of Donald Trump was anything other than the utilization of existing systems to shut down a political opponent? Who among us believes that soberly choices have been made of, like, what? The misappropriation of campaign funds? That sickens me. Let's cast the Steele dossier from our minds where the Clinton campaign did exactly the same thing. There are no principles now. There is just a set of institutions being deployed to maintain power, all the while calling it democracy and inviting us to forget that what electoral democracy is supposed to be is the will of the people enacted by servants. Can you even locate that idea in the fog of hypocrisy and corruption now? Hypocrisy and corruption. That's so like the name Hillary Clinton. It's kind of satisfying that. Let's have a look at Donald Trump on Fox talking about why he didn't, as he points out, his fans or the electorate or his supporters used to say, lock her up.
I want to follow up on what Rachel asked you, though, because I hear you struggling with it. I hear you say it's a tough question, a bit unsure. You famously said regarding Hillary Clinton, lock her up. You declined to do that as president.
I beat her. It's easier when you win.
I beat her.
And they all said lock her up. And I felt, and I could have done it.
I could have locked her up. I should have. But
I felt it would have been a terrible thing. And then this happened to me. And so I may feel differently about it. I can't tell you, I'm not sure I can answer the question. Hillary Clinton, I didn't say lock her up, but the people would all say lock her up, lock her up. Okay. Then we won. And I said pretty openly, I say, all right, come on, just relax. Let's go. We got to make our country great.
Relax. Let's just relax and run America. What an extraordinary time we are living in. Where is the moral center? Where is the moral compass? And is it possible that the moral compass of those that lead us now is directed to hell?
And it would have been, think of it, you lock up the wife of a president of the United States.
They want to lock you up over $130,000 of an accounting thing, and
a perfectly stated accounting thing. But, you know, people also say, can you bring the country together? And the answer is yes. Success will bring the country together because I had it together.
Yeah.
I pray that the United States of America can become just that once more. United. But with the extraordinary deployment of simultaneous criminalization and plagiarism of Donald Trump, it seems unlikely that this unity will be achieved. We can't continue to bring you this beautiful content without the support of our partners. Hey, this is exciting. We've got a great partner today. It's Rumble. But beyond Rumble, it's Rumble's latest venture. Let me ask you first, are you a Sleepy Joe type character with zero cognitive performance, struggling to muster focus and brain power for basic things like running the United States of America? You've got to stop drinking woke liberal coffee that hates you and your way of life and start your day by drinking Rumble's very own 1775 coffee. This is going to be the best tasting coffee you've ever had. Seriously good, ethically sourced from a family farm in the high altitude mountains of Bolivia. Not in the Bolivian lowlands run not by a family but by a single man still living with a pet. No! Instead of waking up and drinking your big corporation owned woke ideology coffee that's probably making you sick from the pesticides it's sprayed with, try Rumble's 1775 revolutionary coffee. Support freedom of speech. Build a parallel economy that actually values you and loves you. My favorite? It's dark, of course. I've always found the lure of the dark irresistible. I'm sorry, how can I stay mad at you? You're just going to have to wait over there for a little while. Level up your morning routine with a 1775 coffee. Sleep all night knowing your hard-earned dollary dues are going towards supporting freedom-loving creators like me on Rumble. Visit 1775coffee.com now, pick up your first bag, use the code BRAND to save 10% on your first order. Oh, come on. Why choose, you know? Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to see more uncensored content where free speech can flourish, join our live stream. Click the link right here to watch the next video if you want to, or become a member of a growing movement. Download the Rumble app and you'll be informed every time we make a new piece of content. Stay free.